Okay, slides coming up with some directions. We would like to have a little bit of a networking discussion. You all have colored dots on your name badge. What you have to do, three groups. Within your group, you have to have a different color badge, different colored dot on your badge. Okay, so shouldn't be too hard. Form your groups. Once you have your group, I have some questions for you. And these are just really sort of your thoughts and ideas to help you talk about and process some of the things that you heard Dr. McCreary talk about today. So it's just kind of a time for you to talk before we continue on in our presentation. So you have about a minute to form some groups. Okay, up to 3 groups. All dots have to be different in your group. Go. You guys can stay together if you want. If you want, you can. Cool. Yeah. Yep. So this means you actually have to get up and move. You guys are a group here? Yeah. All right. All right. And here's one. Oh, there's already a purple here, sir. Okay. So there's some questions on here. We only have about 10 minutes. Actually, about 8 minutes.
And you have the
To
same.
work on those, you can jot some notes down. If we have time, I may call and ask if you have any thoughts. Don't write a wrong answer. That's okay. Join this group, sir. Okay. So just some thoughts. You only have about 5 or 6 minutes. You may not get to all of them. It's okay. The one that you think is the most important to talk about.
Thank you for
Processing, and I may, if we have some time, ask for you guys to talk about it. I know I had to like change things up real quick on the fly. Well, no, but there are some that are, and just in case it was a very large group, I wanted to be able to have separate.
I keep, paying first time not.
First question.
But I did.
The world
needs to do better.
Very good.
But, it's a long process.
Watch out for child. Watch out for child.
Plan your steps. And then sometimes you have to go back to them later.
That's good stuff. What's the next school?
What was surprising group?
What was surprising to you?
We're going to be just a group of 2.
Oh, turn around, join us up here.
Like to sit out really bad.
I'm going to be just chatting.
So first, Iodora was introducing himself, and then he's going to tell us some important points made by Dr. McCurry. That's the first question. Actually, 4 questions. Let's see which ones we
Yeah,
get.
that's we put the diverse.
Okay.
Put out a plan.
That's one thing. I mean, that's. And when you vote,
Everything kept going lower and lower.
So like these events where we're trying to get them to. Because yeah, like how it covers all the main. So they call it careers. Covers all the staff careers that are focused on, the underrepresented.
I wrote it down, but
Women, minorities, military based things like that.
And one thing that I found interesting or I think it was not that important for me was actually saying, I don't know if you guys remember the numbers, the graphs showing the percentages of different types of people. Because we did it yesterday. Yesterday I was at Oregon State University
Whatever they want.
College for STEM camp, called Coffee Girls Cyber Warriors. It's a girl, well,
And I don't know how to cook.
however, it's boys in the camp as well. But it was crazy because like a lot of them were saying how like they heard things like he was saying like, oh, before I think actually it was Michelle and Michigan like, oh, you're girls, you can't really do this, or they don't think they can do that. And so it was interesting, like seeing them being so excited in STEM careers, like cybersecurity, stuff like that. And like seeing the numbers kind of
There right now.
put it into perspective.
I'm Richard Williams, a first year high school
Nice,
science.
right, that's a nice word. That's putting it.
But the thing is still have to be cybersecurity strength that we have in person, how untapped it is.
Yellow,
Sure, but
y'all have a different
the
conversation.
systems is the key. I heard those two things.
No, but that was on the part
So,
of why
but
we
what
think,
the outcome, love what you do, because
why this technology is important. I'm like, this is important because we need to beat the people like them. We need to beat the other side and getting that information.
Yeah, public, yeah.
Get us to.
And you go even, or you.
It's nothing like any of these places.
Not expecting it.
David,
But
That was I
fifth
said.
year high school teacher. I teach computer science
I'll get these.
in
Yes,
Baltimore City.
that's what I say, don't lose it.
I thought was one of the most important statements. One
You can have a seat down here. Okay. I was thinking like, oh my
And then
God.
somebody hit me. They don't know what they got. I said,
Where's the money to get my students
That's what it
into
is.
these colleges? Where's the inspiration to get them so that they know they can make it through that scholarship funding,
That's big, yo.
housing funding, that, hey, we're gonna go on a trip around the university, we're gonna get connected funding. Because my football scholarship, they all have that experience. Like, this year, my football scholarship is half of my classes because they were going on computer science.
You know
I
what
don't
you're
have that
doing.
connection.
Y'all, so ninth grade.
I'm in, how are you?
I'm excited.
Let's go get some. Before you graduate, you probably had a nice connection. You can do more classes.
Real quickly for our two virtual panelists, could I just get a confirmation from you that you can hear us talking in the room over Zoom?
It's a lot. Silence. I think it's a lot. It's a lot of opportunities.
If you could go ahead and unmute yourself, just so we can make sure that your audio is coming through on our side. That'd be great.
I didn't know it gets any like. It's the burden.
I have mechanics on physics.
I made the mistake though.
Well,
Quantum physics being
some of that
science
part.
and quantum mechanics more memory.
Yeah, because he's one of the. He's one of the top people with science and he's really moving these down. So what happens?
Okay, I'm gonna pull us back together. So take about another 30 seconds to maybe finish some of your thoughts.
The background noise should go away temporarily once we get settled in here. For the two virtual panelists, could everyone mute yourself and just give us a quick audio test so we can make sure that we can hear you in the conference room.
Like I said, y'all might not understand.
Intelligence is
Y'all have
having
access to
ability
somebody
to
to get y'all.
So anybody can be smart.
Whatever y'all choose. Because I wouldn't say you had to go to.
You might make a
Whatever.
C or B, whatever, you can still make
Okay, I want to, I know it wasn't a whole lot of time, but just kind of wanted you to think about what you heard today. And, you know, you can even continue conversation at lunch if you started on something that you thought was interesting and wanted to continue. That would be great too. But I'm just going to ask, like, this group, just tell me just take a couple of 30 seconds. Tell me about what you talked about. What was important?
So a few of the important points we discussed was about how the different forms of education will pretty much
Can we have
give
both of you quickly just
opportunities
talk real
in the
quick so I
future
can make
that
sure we
sort
can
of
hear you in the
like
conference
help
room?
us compete in the world in the race to improve. And was just kind of surprising talking about like the lack of diversity within all these different fields, especially considering that America usually boasts about how it's diverse and unique with all these different cultures, and so few of them like actually participating within the field of study. And
Can you hear me?
an important thing, like as he said, it's the next step in human advancement as how, the space.
Can you hear me as well?
Advancement in the next step for our future now. So it should be important that we know more about it and try to be more active and participating in this field. So that way we can, get ahead and not fall behind.
Thank you. Right. How about this group? What was interesting, surprising, important? What did you guys talk about?
Well, one of the things talked about was can do, don't give up.
Don't give up.
I always say, be like gravity, maybe the weak force, but it's always persistent.
Okay. How about from somebody else?
And in addition to that, maybe we talk about financing.
Oh, yes.
Financing issue, don't worry about the financing, it's gonna be consistent. And also don't feel left out because you're not a genius.
Mhm.
Because I know for a fact that Morgan and we were talking about today, geared towards helping those students that need that kind of assistance.
Absolutely. So one of the things that she said that I really love is that it's okay if you have C's. I have a degree in mathematics. I actually failed my first calculus class. I loved math. I liked math. Like I could do math. I didn't know how to do college. I didn't know how to do college calculus, like how to sit and be a college student. That was one thing I missed, but I persisted and I stayed. So yeah, you don't have to be like the genius one. Back here, any thoughts? What was important?
But there is one thing, there's all this talk about high cost debt for college and everything.
Debt for college, yeah.
The sciences, get a good education, wherever you get it from, doesn't have to be Harvard, but you got the resources to pay the debt back.
Absolutely, absolutely. How about back here?
So I'm gonna see what he's saying, because he's a little bit shy.
That's
But he
okay.
was saying it was good to hear yes, you can do it.
Yeah.
Don't give up, just be persistent and put in the work, and you can, achieve what it is that you want to achieve.
Yeah, thank you. So I just want to mention one last thing that my colleague Jen noticed and she thought was super important. That card that you got, keep it, that business card from Dr. McCrary, and email him. Follow up with that, even if it's just to say, remember me? I was in that quantum literacy thing from the U of A and Morgan State. Don't be shy, even help somebody to read your email. That's okay too, before you send it. If you're kind of like, oh, I don't know what to say, just send it.
Yeah, because he also said it's what you know and who you know. So
Who
making
you
those
know.
connections is gonna help you in
Absolutely.
the long run.
Okay. There he is. We have our next activity coming up, which is our panel. And so I'm going to turn it over to Kevin.
Okay, you guys did a great job with that. I want you to give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. What's important here is that we have dialogue and you guys have active discussion.